Single glance, a tiny tilt of the jaw, or a barely there nudge can sell the fantasy of a real-life rom-com. Then Jang Ki-yong and Ahn Eun-jin have basically turned casual public moments into fanfiction fuel. Lately, a wave of clips and stage interactions has resurfaced where Jang Ki-yong comes across like that classic old-school Korean husband you see in dramas, quietly in control, a touch bossy, but wrapped in warmth and humor, while Ahn Eun-jin plays off him with easy, affectionate charm. Picture this, the SBS Drama Awards 2025. During a trophy presentation, there's a blink-and-you'll-miss-it exchange. Jang Ki-yong stands with that composed, steady presence he's famous for, giving off this subtle, authoritative vibe that viewers immediately tagged as a husband move. Ahn Eun-jin turns toward him, reacting with playful familiarity, teasing, soft, almost like she's responding to a private cue. In fan edits, that moment is cut, slowed, and captioned into everything from a cheeky love tap to an imagined on-stage peck, like a scene lifted straight from a scripted romance. It wasn't announced as a gag, there were no clarifications from agencies, it was just a spontaneous beat that audiences instantly translated into a love-coded narrative. Cue floods of screenshots and comments like, "He's totally husband material," and "She just gave him a love flick on stage." And it doesn't stop there. In an older hosting video, their dynamic follows the same pattern. Jang Ki-yong gives a slight tilt of his head, locks his eyes on Ahn Eun-jin as if delivering a line only she's supposed to hear, and she answers with a bright laugh, a quick smile, a tiny gesture of deference that feels more domestic than scripted. There's a rhythm to it. He sends a barely there signal, she catches it instantly, and together they fall into a beat that looks like a well-practiced dance between two people who instinctively know each other's timing. For fans, that hits a very specific sweet spot. The husband archetype in Korean dramas, confident, a bit commanding, protective but deeply caring, is practically a genre language. Seeing that same shorthand appear in unscripted public moments, even playfully, is irresistible. Of course, there's also pure craft at work. Jang Ki-yong's quiet intensity and micro-expressions are sharpened acting tools. Ahn Eun-jin's quick, genuine-feeling reactions are like perfect comic and emotional pitch. Put them together in front of cameras, and you get interactions that look pre-edited for social media. Fans respond with montages, alternate universe edits where Jae-hyuk and Do-rim get their happily ever after, and captions joking about his "You'll listen to me" eyebrow and her way of obeying but making it adorable. Still, it's worth remembering these are professionals working under bright lights and strict schedules. A knowing look or familiar gesture can be part of an on-duty persona, carefully shaped by training and media awareness, not necessarily a window into private feelings. Agencies watch optics. Actors learn how to communicate volumes in a split-second expression. So while these husband energy moments aren't proof of real-life romance, they are fantastic for fans who love weaving stories and watching charisma in motion. What really hooks people is how these moments blur the border between fiction and reality. When co-stars who have played lovers carry a trace of that chemistry into awards shows or press events, it feels like the drama hasn't completely ended, it's just spilling over into real life in tiny, sparkling flashes. A mock authoritative look, a jaw tilt that says more than words, a smile that melts any fake sternness. Those little beats humanize them and make the audience feel like they're in on a delightful secret. The same qualities that make Jang Ki-yong look like the quintessential husband type are what make him such a compelling lead: controlled energy, sharp timing, and the ability to speak without speaking. Ahn Eun-jin's playful, natural, generous responses show why she's his perfect match on stage and on screen. Whether these moments are habit, deep trust, or just two skilled actors having fun with a beloved trope, one thing is obvious: they know exactly how to keep fans watching every glance, every smile, and every unspoken line.